welcome here today to Jack Dawson Memorial Baseball Field for today's matchup between the 7-2 Plymouth Regional High School Bobcats and the 8-1 Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers.
Thank you, Danny. We should have a pretty good game on our hands this Saturday morning. Bobcats being 7-2 and Hollis-Brookline 8-1, you said?
Yep, 8-1. I think their one loss coming to Bo probably 3 or 4 games ago. And by the way, I'm Danny Carey alongside Colby Moore here.
And I think we should have a pretty good game on our hands. It would be a pretty good test for the Bobcats in the midseason. Our lineups here for Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers: number 15, Snyder. He's playing center. He's batting first. Batting second, number 4, Mello, and playing second. And number 9, Messina, playing short. That's the first 3 up to bat. And the rest of the lineup: number 2, Sue, playing catcher. Number 18, Dorenzo, playing third. Number 33, Boudreau, playing first. Number 21, Sartell, in left. Number 10, Couteau, in right. And Sue is pitching. So it looks like the brothers are pitching and catching to each other. So
first pitch by Andrew Baxter is high for a ball. Second pitch is in there for a strike. I'm interested to see how Andrew does today. Younger player, great baseball player. Watched him growing up. Solid kid, good pitcher. So I'm interested to see how he throws today. He's in there for another strike.
Throwing pretty well so far.
I think as long as he stays in within himself, throws strikes, trusts his teammate behind him, he should be fine.
One, two, three.
Good start on the day. Quick one out for the Bobcats. Quick side note here. Should be interesting. A little different lineup for the Bobcats today. No Owen Brickley as he's out with a pulled hamstring, I believe it is. So you have Devlin Costa, who's usually playing center field, in at second base today. So a little bit of a mismatched lineup, but they should be able to adjust.
You got Nick Quilley replacing him in center field and Jack Corbiel at first replacing Nick. So we'll see how it goes.
Lone outside for ball 1, 1-1 here. High and outside for ball 2.
Those first 3 pitches are pretty good, but
yeah, young catcher, young pitcher duo today. You got Andrew on the mound, Cole behind the plate.
There it is.
In there for strike 2. I've heard Cole's been doing a great job filling in for a 4-year starter and Ben Olmstead, so that was a kind of big position they were looking to fill, and Cole's seemed like he stepped into it and done a great job. He's in there for strike 3, so
another strikeout. 2
strikeouts to start the day. Not a bad start. 2 down.
Yeah, it was pretty cool now seeing them playing Cole and Andrew, because we watched them swing on varsity and JV last year. They didn't get much time playing on varsity, so it's pretty cool that we get to see them play today.
Yeah, and this big core of seniors that they have is definitely doing a great job kind of developing those younger guys, getting them into the game. But I think these 2 young kids, I'd call them gamers. They just go out there, they know what they're doing, they're solid players, but these kind of core group of seniors are doing a well job. Ground ball to Devlin, and he's no mess up for his first ball at second base today. So we'll be back with the bottom of the first. This is Pemmy Baker TV and Granite State Sports Network. Welcome back here with the Bobcats coming up to bat. Colby, do you want to run through the lineup for us?
Yeah, sure. We got Henry Green batting first, number 1, playing shortstop. Devlin Costa is playing second base, batting second. Batting third, Nick Quayle playing center field. Andrew Baxter on the mound for batting number 4. Batting fifth, Cole Johnston playing catcher. Garrett Demas batting 6th, playing third base. Patrick Malm playing right field, batting 7th. Kenny Maddox playing in left, batting 8th. And Robert Oliver playing DHing, batting 9th.
Yeah, Henry Green up to bat here first. He's a great leadoff batter. He's always a tough out. Usually works the count deep, but not afraid to jump on the first pitch either. As we see there, first pitch swinging. He's right there in for a strike, though.
Good cut.
Yeah, kind of one of those. He's a junior. You could call him a younger veteran with a lot of experience coming last year. Great season last year, so hoping he can piggyback off of there. Pitch 2's in for a strike.
Yeah, he played a lot.
Played a lot last year. Was a first team All-State player last year, hoping to have another season like that. So
a great player for us. Great leadoff hitter and a great shortstop too as well. So
pitches high for a ball.
1-2 count. Strike 3.
It's down swinging. Strike 3, 1 out.
Good cuts though. Devlin Costa up the bat. See if he can do anything here.
Devlin can put a bat on the ball here, find a gap. He's one of the fastest kids in the state. Kid can fly, so if he puts one out there, be ready to watch him go.
Looking at that one. This pitcher's looking like he's throwing some good balls here.
Yeah, you said it's the brother duo at pitcher and catcher?
Yeah.
So a lot of experience, I guess, between those two. 1-1 here for Devlin.
And he's hit by a pitch.
Hit by a pitch.
I feel like Devlin got hit by a pitch at least 25 times last year.
Yeah,
he likes that.
That's a recurring theme for Devlin. Last year, I think he was batting lower in the lineup, and I swear every time he was up to bat, he got it hit at least once a game. So he's used to that. And like we said, his speed is unmatched, so wouldn't be surprised here to see him take off.
He doesn't take a huge lead either. He kind of just sits near the base because he's fast enough to do that.
Nick Quayle up to bat now, fouls one off for the first strike. Yeah, and like you said, Devlin, not a big lead, but like we've talked about, his speed is just unmatched. So,
and if Nick pokes one into right center right now, I think Devlin can get to third pretty easily with standing up. And Nick was a pretty clutch hitter for us last year and the year before that even.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see what he does here.
Looking at one low, 1-1 here for Nick. Inside for a ball. Yeah, like we kind of talked about for a little bit, this big senior group played with them most of our lives, but they know what they're doing. They each know their role, and they've kind of bought into that. And Coach Boyle and Coach Cronin and Coach Sullivan all do a great job kind of keeping them in check and letting them know that keep their game plan simple, and when they play their game, they're a very dangerous team. 3-1 here for Nick.
And he gets one.
Puts one on the ground.
Might be a double play. Nick got there.
Yep, safe at first, and the throw goes by. Nick will get to second. So 2 down, runner on second for sophomore Andrew Baxter in the 4 spot.
It's a good cut by Nick. If that's a little bit more to the left, that might be a base hit.
Yep.
See how the sophomore does here at his first at-bat of the day. Those are strike 1.
Down quick 0-2, so got a battle back here, Andrew.
See if he uses the 2-strike approach. Stands closer to the base, maybe. Pitcher steps off.
Ball gets past, Nick Quayle to third. 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third. See if Andrew could get something in the gap here. Little blooper, get Nick home for early start to the game, which would be good for the Bobcats for them to have that. See if Baxter can help himself out here on the mound.
Right Right down the
down
middle.
on strikes. So leave one hanging at third. We'll be back at the top of the second with Pemmy Baker TV. We're back here at the ballpark. A little bit of a different time, see how players can adjust with a Saturday morning 10 a.m. start due to the rain delay yesterday. So see if they can kind of still play their game, stay locked in.
Number 2, Sue is up. Catcher.
Pitches outside for ball 1.
So yeah, he does at the plate here. Ball high. He's doing a good job at where he's throwing his pitches, not keeping them all low, not keeping them all high. There's a pop up. Seems like a foul ball.
Yeah, I know pitching coach Ben Cronin does a good job with kind of mixing it up, making sure Andrew's throwing the right pitches, spotting them well. So he does a really good job with that. Sue with a hit gets past the diving Costa with no outs, a runner on first.
It was a good placement. Devlin almost got there with his speed, but a ball hit that hard. It's kind of hard to track down that fast. See how number 18 Dorenzo does. He's playing at third right now. I don't know if he was hit by the pitch or not.
Yeah, it just looks like it gets behind him.
Looks like he ducked out of the way. I thought it might have hit the bat or something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it did. There's a
fly ball
to the infield. Devlin gets it. No problem on that one. Dorenzo pops out.
One out.
Number 33, Boudreau up. He's playing first right now. We got a runner on second.
One down.
One down.
Hard hit ball to short. Henry with a nice backhand and a long throw to first. Great play by Henry and great stretch by Jack over there at first for 2 down, runner on third. So let's see what Baxter can do here. Pound the zone, maybe get a strikeout or a nice little ground ball to end the inning and keep this game scoreless coming up to bat for them. So
we got number 21 Sartell up, playing in left. I've seen a lot of lefties on
Hollis-Brookline, yeah, a lot of lefties. So
something you don't see too often here in Division II baseball is not many lefties.
High for a ball.
Cole looked him down at third.
Fouled off. 2-1, I believe, is the count.
Pretty sure that was a ball. Couldn't really tell.
Little blooper right to Devlin. So
the
Bobcats get out of the top of the second with no runs earned. We'll have Cole Johnson starting us off next inning when we get back. We're back with Cole Johnson starting us off here. It's a solid hitter, decent power if you can get into one, so it'd be nice for him to start off the inning here. Looks at one for strike one.
Yeah, it looks like Sue's throwing pretty hard down there.
Yeah, and he's throwing strikes, which is a big thing in Division II baseball. Teams can kind of get lost, and I know we had that when we played in high school. Some struggled with walks and throwing strikes at times, which is a lot bigger of a thing than a lot of people think.
A good cut.
Good cut. Pops one
Pop
up to center field. Looks like a routine fly for out there. So out number 1. Good contact for Cole.
Yeah, you always got to remember, though, I mean, they've only been out in the field for 2-3 weeks, and they haven't been hitting that much. So, I mean, you always got to get those few games before you can start hitting well. So
Yeah, that's always a struggle with spring sports, getting out on the field, and nothing you can do with the beautiful New Hampshire weather and the snow that is still over there behind third base, which is piled up.
It's New England, so.
Yeah, but these coaching staff, they do a great job with the facilities that we can get them and the time that they have with getting these kids ready, and it's just unbelievable what they do.
And Plymouth State's also very helpful, getting us in the All-Well Center and the PE Center sometimes. Whenever we need somewhere to go, they help us out. So
yeah, really good connection with them. Garrett Demas up to bat here. Fouls went off. 2-1 count. Same thing, another kid with power if he can get into one. Just a overall great baseball player. Demas is unbelievable pitcher from the mound, great fielder, and if he can connect and have a good day hitting, that would be unbelievable for the Bobcats. Swinging at 1 high, strike 2.
yeah, he's been a very good player for 4 years now. For the Bobcats. I think earlier in the season, maybe a couple games ago, he hit a grand slam. So see if he can get another one out. It's a strike outside, high and outside.
Ball outside.
Did I just say strike?
Yeah, it's okay. It's tough here from the skybox sometimes, looking down on the field.
I meant
but
ball.
Get a great view of the game, too. Looks at 1 low, works a walk. So with 1 down, runner on first. Patrick Malm coming up to bat. See if he can move Demas over.
Patrick also another kid with tremendous power behind the bat if he can get a hold of it.
Yeah, I think the coaches do a really good job with kind of putting the kids in the right spot in the lineup. And you see a kid like Garrett, who's a great player, kind of lower in the lineup, but he's down there kind of so we can have some extra hitting lower in the lineup and get guys back on. So when it comes up to the top lineup, we're just right back into it. Looks at another ball low, 2-0 count.
Good cut.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 count for Patrick. See if he can stay in here, work the count, get deep into it, make the pitcher throw some pitches and get his pitch count up.
Hug the plate here. Protect.
Outside, full count here for Patrick.
Good eye there.
Down on strikes, swinging. So 2 down. Kenny Maddox coming up to the plate. Another good quality senior player who has been around the team for a while, been playing for a while. So getting his shot this year to be on the mound in the field, kind of getting his playing time up, and he's another quality player for the Bobcats. Fouls the first one off.
It's another kid that's had to wait till his senior year to play, and he's stuck with it, and he loves the game. So
yeah, couple of these seniors have been, as in Demas, a 4-year starter, and kids like Brickley, 3 years. They've had their minutes, but then you have kids like Kenny who have been on the team and around it, but his minutes might not have been there, and now he's waited his time. He's stayed with it and so hopefully it can pay off and he can have a good senior year to help this team out. Inside for a ball. High for another ball. 2-2 count, I believe, here to Maddox. Inside for another ball.
Looked like it almost hit him. Full count now?
I believe so, yep.
And
Down
strike
looking
3.
on strike 3, so we'll be back at the top of the third. This is Penn Baker TV and Granite State Sports Network. We're back. First pitch by Baxter's in for a ball.
We had number 10. I don't know if it's Kodu or I think it's Kodu. I don't know if I'm butchering that name, but he's playing right. Let's see what we can do here.
Fouls one off.
Was that first pitch a ball or? I didn't see it.
Pretty sure, yes, it was a ball. So 1-1. Gets some swinging, slow roller, stays foul. Tough to tell from out here, but it looks like Baxter's been mixing up his pitches. Has a pretty good curveball, I believe. So looks like I've seen that a couple times, mixing it up, keeping batters thinking.
Looked like a curveball right there.
Fouls another one off. Just low for a ball.
It looked pretty good there, but is it in a ball?
Inside, works the count full here. 3-2.
It's a pretty good pitch, Devlin.
Great play by Devlin there to get there.
Great throw, great slide to get the ball.
Looks like a veteran over there at second. Knows what he's doing. So 1 down.
We got number 1, Sue up, the pitcher. He's doing pretty well on the mound so far for the Cavaliers. See how he does on the offensive game.
Pitch 1 is high for a ball. Ground ball is short. Henry Green comes in on it, settles it, makes the throw for out number 2.
Pretty routine ground ball there, but Henry's a very good fielder.
Yeah, he's a very quality, just overall baseball player. Great batter, great fielder, and I mean he's a great young leader that next year this team is gonna need him more than anything. So pitch 1 is high for a ball.
So they got number 15 Snyder up. Struck out his first at bat.
Yeah, back to the top of the lineup here for Hollis-Brookline. Grounds one over to Devlin.
Fielded nicely. He looks like a natural out there at second.
Yeah, 3 ground balls get the Bobcats out of the inning. We'll be back in the bottom of the third, so hopefully the Bobcats can get the bats going. We're back with Robert Oliver in the 9-hole, starting us off. The DH, he's batting for Jack Corbeil, who's out playing first base today. Leaves the first one low for a ball. Robert, another kind of junior young player, getting some experience now, which is good for him, which will help them out next year. Leaves that one high for a ball. 2-0.
Looks like Sue might have tweaked his leg or something back there. That last pitch.
Yeah, grabbing at his leg. Looks to be fine. The 2 brothers probably had a lot of meetings like these over the days.
Yeah, coach is going out to talk to him. This could be a big problem for the Cavaliers if Sue's down. But it looks like He's probably going to be all right, yeah. Coach is going back.
Trainer John Bruley gives him the thumbs up, turn around, and we're right back to playing. Yeah, let's see if Robert can either work a walk or get something going here, because in the 9 hole, if he gets on, we're right back to the top of the lineup with Henry Green, who struck out in his first at-bat, but like we were saying earlier, he's just such a quality hitter, so if Robert can get something going for him, could be a big inning for the Bobcats with top of the lineup coming back up. Leaves it low, 3-0 count. Robert should be taken all the way here.
Pitcher steps off. Wonder if that knee is still bothering him at all.
Yeah.
Ball high.
Ball high, so 4 straight balls. Robert gets on. And like we were just talking about, this is a good spot for Henry Green, a quality hitter, knows what to do in these type of situations, and see if the Bobcats can get something going. Robert, decent speed over there at first, so don't know if Coach Boyle would be sending him or not, but so some decent speed. Swinging at the first pitch, swing and miss, 0-1. And for strike 2, so down 0-2 quick, Henry.
You need to protect the plate now.
Low for a ball, 1-2.
And hit by a pitch.
Up at the shoulder. Looks like hopefully he's okay. Those are pretty good stingers, but Henry's a tough kid, so.
Yeah, shake it off a little bit.
Yeah, he looks
First
fine.
and second now with Devlin Costa up, so.
No outs, see what the Bobcats do here. If Devlin lays one down to move him over, if Coach Boyle is letting them swing away to see what happens. Henry's still walking off that hit by pitch, but he seems fine. He's a tough kid, quality player. He'll be just fine. Coach Cronin looks like he's definitely helping him out a lot over there at first.
Yeah. Danny was always that type of kid. Get hit by a pitch and, tear up a little bit.
Hey, some kids throw hard. Hurts a little. We'll be fine. We're always good. But right back up to bat here with Devlin Costa.
Henry's dancing over there at first.
Yep, just trying to get a pitcher a little in his head, off his game a little bit. So let's see how he does today with no outs and runners on first and second. See how the pitcher kind of plays it with his type of pitches he's going to throw and where's he going to throw them. So Devlin squares around the bunt, shows it, but pulls back for a ball.
Cavaliers seem pretty on top of that.
Yeah.
First baseman sprinting down. They have their own way of
covering the bunt.
So see what happens.
Squares around, pulls back again. Robert, throw down to second. Robert gets back. So 2 balls, no strikes to Devlin here. Let's see if he squares around again. Showing bunt. Gets it down. They go to third. Ooh. Nice pick by the third baseman there. Great play by him.
Great play.
Don't advance the runners, but Devlin's on first. Henry's on second. 1 down with Nick Quayle coming up to bat, I believe it is. So
who reached on an error. And, I mean, it might have been a base hit if it wasn't a runner on first. But Nick's a pretty good hitter in these situations, so we'll see what he can do here.
Yeah, like we've said all day, another quality senior for the Bobcats with a lot of experience and just kind of like I've said before, they all know their roles. They all know what they have to do, and another just quality senior, quality hitter for the Bobcats. So hopefully they can start putting some stuff together. Henry out there dancing around second, getting the pitcher kind of off his game, trying to do that. So with Henry at second and Devlin at first, it's a lot of speed on the bases. So let's see if Nick could find a gap or put something down the line and get him going. First pitch in there for a strike.
Ball low.
Yeah, catcher looks like he's doing a great job just kind of picking those low ones right out of the dirt. Swinging right back to the pitcher. Get him over at third for the second out. So
good cut by Nick.
Yeah, it just happened to bounce right back to the pitcher. So 2 down, still runners on first and second for the 4-hitter and Andrew Baxter.
Struck out looking last time, but,
he's another good hitter. See if he can work the count deep or jump on something early and get some runs on the board to help himself out on the mound. Swinging at the first one for strike one.
All you got to do is base hit right to the right field right now, and Devlin's basically home.
Yeah, low.
With that speed, so.
Good block by the catcher. 1-1 count here. Yeah, Devlin, just unbelievable speed. Can't say it enough. And if Andrew can find a gap, find something down the line, just get it in play, make something happen.
He does get a piece of it.
Grounder to short. Long throw to first. Andrew gets there, pass
Devlin's
ball,
home.
and Devlin's in to score. And Andrew will go over to second with the ball going out of play. And Nick will stay at third. It looks like they're having him stay.
Yeah.
So, like we just said, helps himself out a little. Bobcats get on the board. 1-0 here in the bottom of the third with runners on second and third. They're going to keep Quayle over there at third. So 2 down, second and third. Cole Johnson coming up to bat. Runners in scoring position. See what he can do.
He got his bat on the ball last time, so it's a good piece by the sophomore Andrew there to get Devlin in to home. So.
And that's those little things in baseball, just getting the ball in play. And, I mean, teams make mistakes, as happens in the game, and it ends up helping you out, and it can hurt you. So even that kind of little dribbler to short gets a pass to first baseman. We'll take runs any way we can get them. Low for a ball, 2-0 the count here. Right down the middle, 2-1. Good cut, 2-2 count to Cole here. Goes down swinging. So 1 run on the board for the Bobcats. They get that for the early lead. Going into the top of the fourth, up 1. We'll be right back. And we're back here in the top of the fourth. Bobcats up 1-0, getting a run last inning. So always good to get that early lead. I know it's only 1, but it's better than battling from behind in only a 7-inning game is what they play here.
Yeah, these games against these top teams in the division, they're always going to be close. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing too many runs being scored, but
yeah, good pitchers duel. Fouls went off.
We got number 4, Mello, in playing second right now. He struck out his first at bat.
Yeah, like we were just saying, this is a good test for both teams kind of mid-season. Two of the top teams battling it out right now for home field advantage once it comes to playoff time.
Yeah, might see each other in the playoffs at some point.
Yep.
If it gets to that. So we got strike 2.
So we got 1-2 count here. Outside for a ball, 2-2 here. High for ball 3, full count here. Fouls one off again. Demas with a good effort, but out of play. Low for ball 4. So walks the first batter with nobody out, runner on first. We got, who's coming up?
Number 9, Messina, playing shortstop. He
0 for 1 on the day. I think he popped out to Devlin earlier. So
he does with a runner on first. He pokes one to
poker to the gap.
Left center. Nick can't get there.
Rounding, they're sending him home.
Third.
Henry will just, makes the throw to home. Good block by Cole to keep it in front of him and keep that runner on second. So the Cavaliers tie it up here in the top of the 4th, 1-1 with no outs and a runner on second. So let's see how Andrew reacts to that as a young pitcher, see if he kind of stays within his game, which I think he will. Coaches kind of will see that and keep him in his game, and with all these senior leaders like we've talked about. And he's just a quality player and knows what he's doing. So first pitch ball.
It's a good effort by Nick there. I mean, if he didn't get that one in so quick, Messina might be at third right now.
Yeah, and that's just a great piece of hitting by the Hollis-Brookline kid right there. Just perfectly placed it right in the gap. Nothing the outfielders can do about that one.
It's a good poke, so, I mean, again, let's see how he responds to that, being a young player.
1 ball, no strikes here. Runner on second.
Pretty good place. Looks like another ball.
I believe he called that a ball.
2-0 count.
Looks pretty close from out here, but I'm pretty sure 2-0 count here.
Oof.
Looked to be the same spot right again, so 3-0 here. See if Andrew can battle back. Ball 4, so runners on first and second, no outs here. See if Andrew can get this kid to roll over on 1, maybe turn 2 for the Bobcats. First pitch is in there for a strike. Is this Sue?
I think this. No, Sue was just up. He just walked. It's Dorenzo, number 18, playing third.
Grounder, just foul. So
I think he popped out or grounded out his last at bat.
Yeah, 2 strikes here to him. See if Andrew can put him away, get 1 out. Fouls another one off. Same spot right over there.
Looks like the Cavaliers are warming up another pitcher here. We got a little bit of action in the bullpen over there.
Yeah, see if he comes out next inning or what they'll do. Rolls over one right to Devlin. He'll just make the easy play right at first, keep it simple. So 1 down, runners on second and third.
A pretty good play by Devlin not to panic and try to throw the out to second because, I mean, he was already basically there. So
yeah, just make sure
good
you get
play.
at least one. Don't want to risk making an error, having them score a run. So just smart play by him there. Moving the infield in, trying to cut that runner down at home. 1 out here.
Second and third. They look like they're giving some signs here, so we'll see if there's going to be a bunt.
Maybe a squeeze bunt situation here.
Squeeze here. Could be. In these type of games, that's what wins you games. So.
Oh, it's the little things in these type of games. It always is. So, first pitch in there, first strike.
Looking at it, so.
And Andrew's done that pretty well today, I'd say, with first pitch strikes, which is a huge thing, so he's not battling back. Just outside for a ball.
Pretty close there.
Especially with runners on, you want to be getting that first pitch of strike, so you're not in your head, not thinking about that. So
again, we are at the Cat Shack, so we can't really see how close the balls and strikes are.
Yeah.
So
fouls one up. Looks to be
Henry.
A great play over there. Unbelievable. Smart play by calling Demas off, and a tough catch, too, over the shoulder for the second out. But
he used everything. It was about, I mean, that's a good 90 feet he went.
Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe not as far as 90 feet, probably. But
it's just a great play by him for the second out. See if the Bobcats can get out of this one. Windy day here today at the field. First pitch just low for a ball.
This is number 21 Sartell.
Pokes one.
Pretty good poke. Patrick Malm's coming across.
Just foul. Good poke there by that kid. Just goes foul. Patrick Malm had it read. So I think 1-1's the count here.
Another step, and I think Patrick might have had a chance at that ball.
Yeah. Coach Boyle's telling him to stay there now.
Yeah.
The lefty pull hitter.
Sartell popped out at his last at bat, so let's see what he does with runners on second and third.
Just high for a ball, it looks like. So 2-1 count here. Low for a ball, 3-1. See if Baxter can battle back here with 2 down, get us out of the inning.
Looks like low and outside.
Gets past, but runners won't go. So we got bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. We're tied at 1 here.
Good effort on Cole Johnstone there.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job picking those balls out of the dirt. Just squeaks by him, but gets to it quick enough where the runner at third had no chance to get there. So who do we got up?
This is number 10, Kotu. Not sure what he did on his last at bat, but
first pitch is in their first strike.
We got bases loaded here, so I mean, let's see what happens.
Ooh,
a pretty good pitch there.
Call the ball, so 1-1. Inside for a ball, 2-1. It's tough to tell from out here, but it doesn't look like Andrew's been missing by much. Everything looks to be right around the plate and pretty close, but these hitters are kind of laying off it.
It's a good poke.
Pulls one.
Looks like foul.
Just foul. Another one that looked like it was right by the line. So 2-2 count here to Couture, you said it was?
Kotu.
2-2 count, 2 outs.
Planning right.
See if the Bobcats can just get that last out and get out of here with limited damage. And Baxter does that. The young pitcher stays poised with the bases loaded and gets the Bobcats out of the inning. And not to mention, again, Henry Green's great catch over there to get the second out. And I believe we'll be back with Garrett Demas starting us off. And we're back here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitching change for a Hollis-Brookline. It looks to be number
33, Boudreau, I don't know.
Boudreau.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Boudreau.
So let's see how he does. Don't know if they took him out because of that knee injury that happened earlier, or if they're just trying to save him with pitch count, because I mean, pitch count is a thing in New Hampshire high school baseball where they if you throw a certain amount of pitches, you're gonna have to take a certain amount of days of rest. So
might have a game on Monday. They're trying to rest him, but he didn't look the same after that knee. So
he did throw a pretty good game today. So let's see how number 33 Boudreau comes in and does for the Cavaliers. Believe we have
Garrett Demas walked his first at bat.
Yeah, Garrett's starting us off, so hopefully he can get something going, get these Plymouth bats hot, and maybe have another quality inning like they did last time.
I mean, we got Patrick Malm and Kenny Maddox coming up after bat after Demas, so you know we got some power hitters coming in if they can get their bat on the ball. So I mean, this could be a good inning for the Bobcats if they can get around to the 1 and 2 hitters with Henry and Devlin and Nick. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this type of game we thought we'd kind of have a good pitching duel, but maybe the bats can wake up with both teams being top teams in the division. It's just a quality matchup. Demas leaves the first one low for a ball. Fouls one off. 1-1 to Demas. Steps off, just regrouping. Leaves it low and outside for ball 2. 2-1 to Demas here.
It was a good cut by Demas.
Strike 2. 2-2. Pops it up high in the infield. Pitcher drops it for an error, so Demas reaches, and we'll take it any way we can get it. So
in the wind, those are hard balls to catch when they're that high.
That high, and the wind whipping around like it is today. I mean, not an easy play, but we'll take it any way we can get. So nobody out. Patrick Malm coming up to the plate with Demas on first. Showing bunt, gets it down. Demas can get there to second. Good play by Patrick there, just knowing he has to get that sacrifice bunt down, taking the out to advance Demas over to second. Looks like Demas had an awkward slide over at second. Never like to see that, so hopefully he can pop up and be fine. I know he was having back issues earlier, but it looks to be his leg or something.
Yeah, it looks to be maybe his knee. I can't really tell from here. He is holding the bottom of his leg, so could be a hamstring.
So that would be big loss for the Bobcats with Owen Brickley already being out and Garrett, those two being two of their better players. And, I mean, you never want to see a kid like Garrett or any kid go down like that, and especially sliding into second. Who knows if it's a knee or what it is, but
they're stretching out the hamstring, so I think it could be a hamstring injury right there. So
yeah, I mean, trainer John Bruley does a great job, so I know he'll be out there helping Garrett out, getting him better. So hopefully we can see Garrett return to the game and be fine, but who knows. I don't know who they would put in on the bench for him. We got kids like Charlie Como on the bench, Connor Green, Jared King, and Elliot Miller, Joe Reese, and then another senior kind of leaders in Zach McGlone. Not a lot of playing time over the years, but football captain, played basketball, played baseball.
Great teammate.
Yeah, he's a kid you want on every team you have. He's kind of your glue guy. Puts everything together, shows up every day, works hard, and just loves to be around him. He keeps the dugout energized, and in intense moments. He keeps you pretty calm, pretty good. So like to see that Garrett Demas is back up, staying in the game. That's a great sign, and hopefully it's just kind of a little bang up, and he'll be fine. So he's a tough kid, hockey player too. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
let's see what Kenny can do here.
Patrick with the sacrifice bunt to move Demas over. We'll take the out. So 1 out, Demas on second with Kenny Maddox coming up to the plate. See if he can, same thing, get himself going, get the Bobcats going here. Good first cut, fouls it off for strike 1.
Demas still holding his leg down there.
Yeah, he looks to be, I think he'll be fine. He'll play through it. Tough kid, but hopefully it's nothing more than a little bang up. Kenny pops one up to the infield over the second baseman. So 2 down here with a runner on second for Robert Oliver. I don't know what he did in his first at bat.
He walked.
Yeah, it's walked on his first at bat. So see if he can work the count deep with this new pitcher or jump on one to get himself going. And, Demas with that leg injury, maybe if Robert puts one in the gap, I don't know how Boyle will play that, if he'll send him, because just don't know how Demas' leg is holding up. They actually look like they're getting him a pinch runner. Can't tell who it is just this second.
Yeah.
Gotta wait to see the number.
Number 16, is that
Number 16, Elliot Miller.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how Demas, if he's coming back out or not. Looks to be still limping out over there, so
yeah,
it's a good idea to get a pitch runner in there for him.
So Robert Oliver up to bat. Fouls the first one off for strike 1. Low for a ball, 1-1 here. Robert swinging, good contact right to the first baseman for out number 3. So no runs for the Bobcats there. The new pitcher seems unfazed, seems to be right in the zone for Hollis-Brookline, and we'll be right back with Pemmy Baker TV and the Granite State Sports Network. We're back here in the top of the 5th inning. Andrew Baxter still on the mound for the Bobcats, throwing a great game today. Don't know who we have starting off for us for Hollis-Brookline. Can't see a number from out here, but we'll try to figure that out for you. But nobody down top of the 5th inning.
I think it might be number 10, Kotu. No, I think it's number 1, Sue. I think Kotu.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
First pitch is inside for a ball.
So I guess that knee's probably all right. I think we're probably trying to save him if he's still in the game. So
second pitch is low, but in there for a strike. 1-1 here. Just outside for ball 2. Yeah, Demas staying in the game. Tough kid, like we said, but I think they just kind of wanted to get him on the off the base path just in case anything happened where we had to get him going. So another pitch in there for a strike for Baxter. 2-2 the count. wind's really whipping around today. So like we said earlier, with that fly ball missed by the pitcher, the wind plays a big factor in today's game. So
we
down
apologize.
swinging. So 1 down for the Bobcats. Andrew Baxter, I think that's his 3rd or 4th strikeout on the day, but great start to the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, we apologize for this wind. It can get pretty annoying in the mic.
So it looks like if we were right with the batting order, I think we're right back at the top of the lineup with
number 15 Snyder still in center.
Ground it to Devlin. Devlin, simple play right to first for the 2nd out. So, yep, and that was number 15 Snyder. So 2 down for the Bobcats in the top of the 5th inning, and good to see that kind of one pitch to get the 2nd out to keep Baxter's pitch count low. So keep him in the game for as long as we can.
We got number 4 Mello up now at second base. Yeah, I can't say enough about the Bobcats infield right now. You know, it's kind of a makeshift infield that they are using because a lot of the infielders are hurt. So,
yeah, with
Devlin's doing a great job.
Moving to second, he's just been playing like he's played there all season, and Jack's been doing a great job at first base with Nick Quayle out in center, who's usually over at first base. Jack's been a great backup for him and doing a great job today, and Nick's been not a lot of action in center, but he's ready to go at any time, and he likes to say he's a true born outfielder anyway. So
yeah. He's great. Versatile player.
Yeah, we got a lot of versatile players, kids that they can kind of put anywhere on this team. And even the kids that aren't in the game right now, you got a lot of kids that same thing. They can fill 2 or 3 different spots if we need them to.
Yeah.
So the coaching staff, I can't say enough about them and what they do to prepare this team. So
pretty good pitch right there.
Yeah.
Mello swinging hard at that one. Strike, is that 2 or
I think that would be 2. Yeah. Fouls 1 off, so
it's definitely strike 2 there. So let's see if Andrew can get him here on this next pitch.
Yeah, get him out of the inning, get him back to the bats. Good piece there, but looks to be right at the center fielder, and there he is, right on cue, Nick Quayle, like a veteran, the true outfielder like he says he is. So we'll be back with the Bobcats coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, see if they can get something going. And we're back with the top of the lineup starting us off in Henry Green, so good to see in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the lineup's right back up there. See if they can get us going as we get late into this game. Hit by pitch for the 2nd time today, and I know he loves that walking down to first. So 1 on with no outs. And don't worry, Henry. I know Bruley's got a lot of ice for you. He's fine.
We always got ice.
So Devlin Costa coming up to bat. We saw him with the show bunt a couple times last time when they were in this same situation. So we'll see what Coach Boyle does if they do that again. Or send in Henry Green.
Gets down. Ooh.
He's out. Oh, no, he's calling him safe.
It was a very close
play. I thought he was going for the fist bump for the out, but
I thought it was a tie. You know, the tie always has to go to the runner. You can't really.
I believe they called the pitch in there for a strike too, but close play at second. Glad to see he's safe in there. So now we got a runner in scoring position with nobody down for a great hitter in Devlin Costa. Fouls 1 off. So
is that his 2nd strike?
I believe they called the first one a strike. Yes. So I think he's down 0-2, but good call by Coach Boyle over there. Situational. Fouls 1 off, fighting hard, so
keeps himself alive there.
0-2 to Devlin. See if he can either get the pitcher to throw some pitches or move Henry over. Fouls a curveball off, but moves the runner over to third with 1 down. Great hitting by Devlin. I mean, gets out at first, but get the runner over to third with only 1 out, and the
makes contact.
Quality hitter
Nick Quayle coming up, and I mean, I know he had a lot of these situations last year, and he knows what he's doing. He knows where to kind of, if he's going to slap it the other way into the opposite field, get himself on base and score the run. I mean, hopefully he can do something here, get the Bobcats going. So 1 down, runner on third. Leaves the first pitch for a strike inside. Swinging on the second pitch, strike 2. So another situation here. See if he can battle back, get something going just like Devlin did. Maybe get Henry in. Hits it right back to the shortstop. Tough play, close play at first, but they got him. So 2 down, runner on third. Good play by Hollis-Brookline there. They had the infield in to cut the runner down at home, so Henry had no chance of getting to home. And I mean, good for Nick for fighting that one off. A tough inside pitch and almost made it to first and beat it out. But we got the pitcher, Andrew Baxter, coming up and see if he can help himself out again for the second time today and get some runs on the board. Leaves the first one inside for a ball. Kind of a check swing.
See what
they're going to check.
Yeah.
Yes, he did go. So 1-1 here to Baxter. High and outside for ball 2. 2-1 here. Sophomore, a little blooper. See if it can get down in the gap. The right fielder, number 18, has that locked up. So nothing going for the Bobcats. Get 1 runner on, but couldn't get him in. Still have a 1-1 game here as we go into the top of the 6th. We'll be right back with Pemmy Baker TV and the Granite State Sports Network. And we're back. Andrew Baxter still on the mound here in the top of the 6th inning. I don't know what his pitch count is at, so I don't know how much he has left to go, but either way, he's been throwing a great game for the Bobcats here today, and couldn't ask for anything better, just throwing strikes, and the fielders have been helping him out behind him. So first pitch in there for a strike like he's been doing all day.
Looks like number 9, Messina, in there batting. Can't really see.
Low for a ball. So 1-1 here. Yeah, even with Baxter, if his pitch count is getting up there, this Bobcat team does have a lot of different kids that they can throw in on the mound. And, I mean, kind of the 2 main ones are Brickley and Demas, but I doubt you'd see them today with Brickley being out with an injury. And I think Demas is having some back problems, and now with his little leg tweak up. But they do have a lot of other kids that they can throw in. Kids like Patrick Malm, Kenny Maddox, Jack Corbeil.
Nick Quayle is a big one. I think
Nick Quayle, too. He's a quality pitcher if his arm holds up. So swinging
poke
right to Devlin for the first out of the inning. So 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Devlin can't say enough about him kind of adjusting to that position, and he's just been playing it like it's his natural position all day today and keeping it simple. So
number 2, Sue, the catcher, up to bat here.
First pitch high for a ball. Low, good pick by Cole. I know nobody on, so if it gets past, it's no big deal. But as a catcher, I think he kind of takes pride in keeping it in front. I know our old catcher, Benny Olmstead, always did. So.
Yeah. Good
high fly ball. Looks to be drifting, and Patrick Malm catches it in foul territory for the second out. But good piece there by Sue, and the wind just kept pushing it foul, but Patrick had it read all the way and makes a great play for the second out of the inning.
It looks like number 18, DiRenzo, up to bat here. 2 outs. Baxter's still doing pretty well at the mound here.
And keeping his pitch count, at least this inning, pretty low. I think he's thrown probably 8 or 9 pitches, which isn't bad. Batter fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Fouls off another one in the same exact spot, strike 2 here. So quick up in the count for Baxter here, see if he can put him away early.
He did that early too, he kept his pitch count low, so I mean it's showing right now he's still going in the 6th inning, so.
Yep, another foul ball and about the same exact spot once again, so 0-2 here still. Low for ball 1. Just outside for ball 2.
It's a good pitch outside.
Yeah, see if you can get him reaching for one.
Yeah.
Fouls another one off, so.
Good battle going on here. The sophomore is, he's doing an amazing job today.
Oh, yeah, he looks poised out there, just kind of in his own little zone doing his thing and pitching a great game for the Bobcats today.
Especially against a team like Hollis, a team that they'll see in the playoffs most likely, or
looks to be close once again, so works it to a full count here, I believe, or 2-2.
And hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch, so with 2 down, hits the batter, so.
The pitcher, Boudreau's coming up to hit. We'll see if he can get his bat on the ball. Looks like DiRenzo might be shaking up a little bit on that hit by a pitch.
So, quick meeting here between Cole and Andrew. I think Cole's just trying to settle him down right now with the last batter, getting up on him early, and then kind of hitting him with the pitch. Not what you want when you're up in the count, but that's fine. Young pitcher and young catcher duo, but they seem to have it figured out at this point in the season, kind of know each other pretty well. And, I mean, I think Cole learned a lot from Benny last year, and Benny was great at keeping his pitchers kind of going out, calming them down when they got a little rattled. And I think Cole's just a great kid to be filling in that position right now. And little meeting for the Bobcats out on the mound. It looks like
Cronin's going to come
Coach
out.
Cronin coming out. Probably same thing, just talking to him. Don't know if we're going to have a change here.
Probably seeing if he's feeling all right here with his arm. I bet he's up to, 70, mid-70s, maybe low 80s.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what the number is that you're allowed to go to, but I just know once you get to a certain number, you have to be done, or even if you stop before that number, you'll have to rest for a certain amount of days after that. So I think they're using Baxter for as deep as they'll be able to get him today, so they can have him get some rest after and have these other kids kind of step up and get back into it, and hopefully get Brickley back on the mound pretty soon too. Grounder over Demas, great diving stop, gets up, throws to first. Ooh, close play, great play by Demas to knock that ball down and keep it in the infield, and a long throw to first, but very, very close play, but the runner just beats it out. So we got runners on second and first here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 down, see if the Bobcats can get this last out and get out of the inning here. But
I think we got Sartell up here.
Great play by Demas once again to knock that ball down and keep that runner from getting to third. First pitch in there for a strike. Yeah, that side of the infield with Demas at third, Henry at short. Not a lot of balls are getting through there. 2 very, very good infielders that are willing to put their body on the line. Little blooper right to Green at short. Makes the strong throw to first for the out. Good hustle by the runner coming down the line to make that play close. But once again, the Bobcats get out of the inning. Andrew Baxter does a great job. We'll see if he'll be back next time, but hopefully these Bobcat bats can get going when we get back. And we're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning with Cole Johnston leading off for the Bobcats. See if the sophomore can get the Bobcats started here. Maybe have a big inning, get something going. Looks at the first pitch in their first strike. Boudreau's looked like he's been doing a good job today. Just kind of stepped right in for Sue and kind of kept it rolling for the Cavaliers, pumping the zone with strikes.
Looks like a good curveball.
Good little curveball or slider right there in first strike 2, 0-2.
Ooh.
Cole reaching on that curveball, down swinging for out number 1. So
up to bat is Garrett. Let's see how his leg's holding up here.
yeah, he seems to be doing fine, laying up for that ball in the field. He might be feeling a little, but that's not going to stop this kid. Like we said, he's a gamer. You got a bunch of gamers on this team, tough kids that are willing to put their body on the line and just want to be out there playing and winning games. So he's swinging for strike 1. Low and outside for ball number 1. They're going to check it down.
He didn't swing.
No,
there.
he didn't go. So 1-1 the count here to Demas.
Tiny check. Ooh.
Big cut. So 1-2 here to Demas. See if he can kind of dig deep, battle back right now. Inside for strike 3. So quick start to the inning here for Boudreau, the Cavaliers pitcher. 2 down with Patrick Malm coming up to the plate. I don't think he's reached base today, but see if he can get himself started with a little 2-out rally here.
I think he struck out his first at bat, and then he had that sacrifice
bunt. First pitch coming in, good swing. Strike 1 to him, 0-1. Like we've said, Bobcats only being outside for 2 weeks, haven't been getting a lot of kind of real batting practice in, but getting into the season now, getting their at-bats in.
Strike 2 right there.
Strike 2. See if they can kind of, this part of the season, get the bats going, get guys that have had a slow start heating up. So
and
3 straight strikes there to Patrick Malm. Quick inning for the Cavaliers as we go into the top of the 7th. Still tied 1-1 here. See if, looks like Baxter's coming out on the mound. See if he can get us going. We'll be right back with Pemmy Baker TV and the Granite State Sports Network. And we're back in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Baxter. Still in the game is high for a ball. Last inning here for the team. See if the Bobcats can hold the Cavaliers scoreless here and maybe walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Looks to be low for a ball, I think.
Yeah, it looked pretty good, but I think it was a ball. Number 10, Kotu.
Fouls one off. Bench is starting to liven up as we get late in the game. Just starting to wake up with the early start today. In there for a strike. So 2-2 the count here.
Good cut there. Fouled off.
High fly ball. Looks to be sitting.
It's like
Kenny Maddox is right under that for out number 1. Good piece of hitting there, but Kenny had that track down right away. So 1 down here for the Bobcats in the top of the 7th.
It looks like Sue came out of the game. It looks to be Andrew Gerintz. I don't know. I'm not even going to attempt that name. I'm going to butcher it. So
first
24.
Pitch, low for a ball. Ground ball, great pick by Henry Green in the long throw once again to Jack Corbeil with the great stretch for out number 2. Henry Green making non-routine plays look very routine. He's just such a poised player, like we've said all day, and that side of the infield, tough to get anything by them.
We got top of the order again here. Snyder, number 15. still in center, I think. You know.
First pitch high for a ball. Good pitch there in first strike. 1-1.
Low ball. 2-1.
Good piece of hitting. Nick Quayle back, and makes the catch for out number 3.
Great job. All seven innings for Andrew here. You know, just a great player so far. So
yeah, it's been throwing a great game. We'll have Kenny Maddox starting us off, and then Robert Oliver, and then we're right back to the top of the lineup. So let's see what the Bobcats can do as we go into the bottom of the 7th here. And we're back here with Kenny Maddox leading us off in the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Bobcats to walk it off here, or we'll be going into extras. First pitch low, but in their first strike.
And let's see if Kenny can get on base or Robert so we can get the top of the lineup again here.
Give him a chance to get something going.
Good
Kenny
piece.
pieces one down the line. Just foul. Just barely. Good piece of hitting by Kenny. So 2 strikes on him now. See if he can protect here and get something going.
Boudreau coming in has been pretty good for the Cavaliers so far. And it looks like strike 3.
Strike 3 to Kenny Maddox for the first out of the inning here. And we'll have, looks to be still Robert Oliver coming up. See if he can get us going here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch inside, steps out of the way of it for ball 1.
You always want to wear those balls, get you on first.
Yeah. Little blooper, see if he can beat it out right to the first baseman. So steps on the bag for out number 2 as we have the top of the order coming back up, and Henry Green, still a very dangerous hitter with 2 outs here and the kids that we have at the top of this lineup. So see if he can get something started for the Bobcats here late.
Especially in this type of moment, I feel like he's going to come alive here.
Yeah,
we'll see if he can get his bat on the ball. So.
First pitch swinging, down 0-1. Henry's just got to kind of settle in here and stick to his game plan and be the baseball player he is, which is a great one. Fouls one off for strike number 2.
0-2 now, so let's see if he can protect it now. He's a pretty good hitter when it comes to 0-2 count. It looks like he can work his way up to a full count.
Yeah, we saw him a lot last year with a lot of first at bat, start the game walks. Kid knows how to work a count and make pitchers throw pitches. So see if he can get it here as he calls time to regroup here. Down 0-2. Leaves it low for ball 1, 1-2. Just outside for ball 2. 2-2 here to Green with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Leaves it high, and just as we were saying, works the count full. 3-2. The 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. These are the moments you live for, the moments you dream of. So see if he can at least just get on base, get us going, and maybe get something going with 2 outs here.
Got to be a fastball.
As he ropes one just right at the center fielder. A great hit ball, but right at the center fielder. Nothing he can do about that. So got a little extra baseball for you folks today back home, as we'll be right back in the top of the 8th inning with Pemmy Baker TV and the Granite State Sports Network. We're back in the top of the 8th, extra innings here between the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers and the Plymouth Bobcats. Andrew Baxter still on the mound as the first pitch is poked right out to the gap. Nick Quayle cuts it down, bobbles it a little. Still have a chance at second, but
Looks like number 4, Mello. Good poke. Well-placed ball.
Good track down by Nick over there in center. I know tough play to get him at second, but put it right in the gap, and with Nick's speed, he was there right away. So, I mean, good start for the Cavaliers to lead off double, see if the Bobcats, what they're going to do here, how they're going to play this. And this will be a pitching meeting, maybe a change coming here with Andrew pitching the whole game, seeing if his pitch count is
Looks like
high.
Boyle going out there, so I'm sure it might be, yeah, we got Demas coming in here.
Yeah, didn't know if we'd be seeing Demas today with his little back issues he's been having and with that slide in the second. But
it could be Jack, too. You never know.
Yeah, don't know in this type of situation. Nope. Looks to be Baxter staying in the game.
Yeah.
Yep, Baxter staying in the game, which is good to see. Kid's been throwing well today. See how he reacts to that leadoff double. And see if we can get the Bobcats right back where they've been playing all game. First pitch is high and outside for a ball.
I think number 9, Messina, is up. He's had his bat on the ball a couple times. I think he had that double earlier that got the Cavaliers their first run.
Yep.
I'm not sure, though. You know.
2 balls, no strikes here.
Yeah, gets a piece of it.
Fouls it off, out of play for strike 1. Pokes one. Looks like it's going to stay in play, I believe. Garrett Demas drops it. Looks to be a fair ball. It felt fair, and Garrett looks like he's down, grabbing that knee. Might have just tweaked it a little, kind of tracking that thing backwards. Yeah, he looks to be in some pain, which is not a good sight for the Bobcats. I hate to see that. Yeah, I think they'll be getting Garrett out of the game here. I mean, he's a very tough kid, and he won't want to, but if he's in this much pain, rather get him back healthy, him and Owen, and have them late in the season and finish out today and see what they can do. So
looks like Bruley, the trainer, is going over there, check him out.
Yeah, he looks to
be in a lot of pain. I think it was a hamstring injury. I can't be for sure on that because I'm not down there, but you know, he does look to be in a good amount of pain. So we'll see what happens.
Hollis-Brookline with runners on second and first, no outs here in the top of the 8th. They look to be stretching out Demas again like they did last time.
It looks like the Andrew and Jack are going back in the dugout for some reason.
Yeah, so maybe
they're switching gloves, and Jack could be pitching, and Andrew might be going to first.
Who knows? So like we knew this game was going to be, we knew it would be a high quality matchup between 2 top teams in the division and in the state, and it's shown to be just that, as we're here in extras tied at 1. Been a good pitchers duel kind of all day. Hollis-Brookline with Sue and Boudreau, right?
Yeah.
Both throwing very, very good games for them today.
Yeah.
And then, of course, for the Bobcats, can't say enough about what Andrew Baxter did today, just kind of pounding the strike zone and then having his trust in his kind of makeshift infield with Devlin over at second and Jack. I mean, Jack is a first baseman, but he's not the usual one with usually being Nick there. But, I mean, they've just kind of – this coaching staff does such a great job with having kids prepared for every type of situation, whether it be the
injuries or just kind of key subs and kids being able to be so versatile and play in many different places. You can't stress enough that what this coaching staff does for them and what these kids kind of buy into and know their roles. So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Baxter with an unbelievable day like we were just talking about, and it looks to be Jack Corbeil moving over from first base onto the mound, the lefty pitcher. See how he does.
Can't say enough about the Bobcat defense today. I mean, you know, against a team like this who, you know, they've got their bats on the ball, so, and, you know, the Bobcats have only let up a run. So let's see if they can hold them at first and second here with Jack on the mound now. We got a fresh arm, so.
Yeah, Jack just needs to kind of come in, keep it simple. I know it's tough coming in with no outs and 2 runners on, but if he keeps it simple, throws strikes, and just has his trust in his fielders kind of like Andrew did all day, Bobcats could get out of this one unfazed. So it looks to be just that switch like you were talking about. Corbeil over from first, now on the mound, and Baxter from the mound over to first.
Looks like Joe Reese at third now in for Demas.
Yep, so Demas is out.
Another kid that's waited his turn. I think he junior year now.
Yes, I want to say a junior.
So, you know, another kid that waited his turn and now is getting his time to play when, you know, he's going to be a big part of next year's team, I'm sure. So,
yeah,
it's good to see him in there.
Fouls one off here. So, talking about that makeshift infield like we were, just add another one with Demas out. So, Henry Green, the only kind of our usual starter over there in the infield, but like we were talking about his leadership earlier, he'll have these guys, he'll have them knowing what they're doing, and
you always got to be ready. Injuries happen all the time, and you know, if you don't have players that are ready, then you know
it's tough to deal with when you get in situations like this. Jack gets him down swinging, so great first outing for Jack out here.
Great job by him. I mean, you know, coming in late in the game, that's hard to do. So
in a tough situation with runners on second and first and no outs, but strikes the first kid out. So we got 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning with still runners on first and second. Pops one up. Patrick Malms in on it.
Backs up,
makes the catch. The runner's going to show like he's going to third and just go right back. So Jack Corbeil getting 2 quick outs, looking great. Patrick Malm with the good play to get the second out and keep the runners at second and first with 2 down. See if the Bobcats can get out of this one. Can of corn for Patrick Malm right there. Can of corn.
2 down now, first and second. Good pitch.
A grounder to third, gets through. So that's that substitution we were talking about. See if they can get him at third here. The Cavaliers do score 1 run. Cole makes a smart play, just kind of holding that there. So they do move the runners over and get 1 run as the Cavaliers go up 2-1 here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 down. They have runners on second and third. It was a good effort over there by Reese. That's a tough ball right down the line.
Yeah,
perfectly right down the line. So good effort by him over there. Just couldn't knock it down. And Cavaliers go up 1 here in the top of the 8th. First pitch is in for a ball. Good block by Cole, knowing he's got to kind of try to keep everything in front of him with a runner on third.
Yep. This looks like number 21 Sartell out here, up to bat. Oh, ball goes by.
Ball gets by. Close play at the plate.
Ooh,
he's just in there. So Cavaliers get 2 runs here and go up 3-1 with 2 outs now.
Great effort by Cole, but just missed the tag.
Close play at the plate. So, like I said, 3-1 here in the top of the 8th to the Cavaliers. We got 2 outs and a runner on third. I believe the count is 2 balls, no strikes. Let's see if Jack can battle back here, get the Bobcats out of the inning with not too much damage.
Looks like a low ball.
3-0, I believe the count is.
See if he can get a strike here. A walk will not be what the Bobcats are looking for right now. They really need to get out of this inning.
Swinging on a 3-0 count and routine fly ball right out there to center to Quayle, who has it locked down. So a big inning there for the Cavaliers as they go up 2 runs here as we head into the bottom of the 8th, 3-1. And
we got Devlin Costa coming up to bat. So
Bobcats last chance to either tie this thing up and make it a longer game or possibly win it. So we'll be right back in the bottom of the 8th inning. And we're back here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bobcats down 3-1. Last chance to either tie it up or win it here. Starting us off is Devlin Costa. So see if he can get us going. It looks to be still number 33, Boudreau, still on the mound for the Cavaliers, who's been, since he's come in, has been throwing a good game, just like we said, pounding the strike zone. So let's see what Devlin can do to get us started here. First pitch leaves it low for a ball. And the good thing about this Bobcat team is they've been in a lot of games like this, as Devlin bloops one over right at the center fielder for out number 1. But as I was just saying, this Bobcat team with a lot of veteran seniors and veteran players have been in games like this where they've had to battle back either in extras or in the last inning. So
a lot of games like this.
A lot of close games throughout the year. So they have experience, they know what to do, and hopefully they can find it with Nick Quayle coming up to bat outside, but strike one. A little close there, so strike 1 to Nick.
See if he can get a hold of it here. Good eye.
Inside.
Looks like a curveball.
Yeah, coming in, just lets it kind of ride inside for a ball. 1-1 here to Quayle. Pieces one, but right at the shortstop. So shortstop, routine play, good piece of hitting, but just happens to be right at him as we got quick 2 down here for the Bobcats in the bottom of the 8th inning with Andrew Baxter, who, like we've said before, threw an unbelievable game today and now is over at first base. So with 2 down, see if he can.
Last opportunity here for the Bobcats.
See if he can get a little rally going. Looks at the first one, in for strike 1. Looks to be another little kind of slider, cutter pitch right there, in for strike 2. So 2 pitches, 2 strikes, down 0-2. Fouls one off. See if Baxter can just battle here, make this kid work to end this game.
Looks like another curveball there, slider, whatever he's throwing.
Leaves it low, so ball 1 here to Baxter.
See if Baxter can fight back in this count here. Get himself on top of her to get himself a hit here.
As he goes down swinging, so that's the game here as Plymouth Regional Bobcats go down to the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers 3-1 in extra innings. Great game, great pitcher's duel today by both teams. Like we said, unbelievable game by Baxter today, and Jack Corbeil coming in late in the game in a tough situation. It's tough for him, but like we talked about, two better teams in the division that will be fighting for seeding and playoffs, and
probably seeing
who
each
knows,
other
probably be seeing each other again sometime late in the season. But just a great game by 2 quality teams in this division, and I know the Bobcats this is a good test for them in the middle of the season, and with some injuries, with Brickley not playing today and Demas going down, hopefully those guys can recover and get back soon. But these bench guys and these younger guys, they stepped up and they played their roles today, and they did a good job. So tough to see the 3-1 loss here, but a good battle by both teams all day. So
for
just
sure.
quality baseball.
Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. This is the Pemmy Baker TV and the Granite Sports Page Network. We'll be seeing you at our next game.